Oh, hello, my friends. Good to see you again. I'm just here playing my lute in the grass, like you do. Anyways, as we were doing before, we're going to head north to Balmora, and then even further to Ald'Ruhn. Once we go to Balmora, I suppose. We have to go there first before it marks up here, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Split Couch Games. Got more ESO adventures with Taik, our Khajiit Warden. Yeah, here we are. We're, like I said, making our way up to Balmora so that we can continue along the Divine Inquiries quest, which is part of the main quest line. We were sent up here after Lord Vivek had trouble with a divination ritual, and the racist priest guy decided that we needed to go up here. So that's what we're doing. We're on our way. How are you guys doing today? I'm going the wrong way now. I need to be on this much larger path that I am not on. Okay, well, we'll just turn this into a little bit of an adventure, because you know there's nothing wrong with exploring Morrowind, if you ask me. I keep hearing like cliff racers and stuff, but I never see them. It's concerning. One of these days, I'm pretty sure they're just gonna come flying down out of the sky and pick me clean. Let's see, a Shuma camp. Alright, well, I mean, let's go over the... What the heck? Where? Puppo, calm down. It's fine. Where? Investigate Ald'Ruhn that is above. Ooh. Death Mountain.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and mark this camp. We're not gonna pick up any quests or anything while we're in here. Just because I really want to get to Balmora, because that's obviously like one of the more well-known cities within Morrowind. It's where you go for part of your main quest. It's where Cassius is, and he was like the last living member of the Blades or something like that. And Nyx Ox. Alright. Let's fight it. I forgot we got that new ability. Ow! Alright, hold on. Relearning which buttons I have everything assigned to. There we go, and I'm pretty sure I've fought some of those before. I don't know why I said Nyx Ox as if I hadn't seen any of them before. But, you know, here we go. Is this... Whoa. Alright. I guess I'm within Balmora city limits here. Let's go down to the main path. That way we know where we're going. Okay. Here we go. Got the Balmora Way Shrine over here. Oof. I swear they had to have like scaled those guys up, because I don't remember them being so large. The Way Shrine's all the way on the other side. Okay, let's go grab it. Man, that's a creepy noise. This brings back so many memories. I mean, this entire expansion does, really, but just coming here to Balmora, it's just insane. And it's much larger than what it was in the main game. Can I put what? Nope, wrong thing. Which one is it? I can't remember. I've been playing too many other games. Couldn't remember how to put away my weapon. I was holding X at first, which is, you know, the the button to put away your weapon in probably a lot of games, but specifically Fallout 4.
I can't believe they want us to go outside the house to find Vea.
Okay, what's your...
You look like the traveling sort. In your excursions,
can I have your armor?
have you perchance come upon a young dark elf named Vea? She went missing a couple of weeks ago and her father desperately seeks any information regarding her whereabouts.
I don't think I've seen anyone named Vea.
That's a shame. Her father, Eris, the house counselor here in Balmora, promises that anyone who can find his daughter and return her safely to his side will be well rewarded.
Can you provide me with any additional information? Maybe what she looks like, other than her race?
You should speak to Counselor Eris. He's opened the kin house to interview potential recruits. Freelancers, as it were. If you're interested, go speak to the counselor. The longer Vea remains missing, the more distressed Counselor Eris becomes.
Okay then. I guess I'll go speak to Counselor Eris.
Counselor Eris can be found at the Redderin kin house. And do hurry. He's ever so troubled by our failure to locate young Vea. If he finds that an outsider can succeed where the house guard has failed, so be it.
You don't seem to like the idea of the counselor seeking help in this matter.
I have no issue with Counselor Eris seeking help. It's where he's decided to get that help that concerns me. House Redderin doesn't need outsiders to take care of its business. But who am I to question the house counselor?
Okay then. Can you tell me what happened to Vea?
If I knew what happened to the counselor's daughter, I wouldn't be talking to you now, would I?
I don't know, you could just be that dense. I mean, you are a racist after all. Oh no, not outsiders. Alright, tell me about House Redderin.
How can anyone not know about House Redderin? Is this some sort of outlander ruse?
No ruse, I just want to know more.
Well, in that case, Redderin is the grandest of the great Dunmer houses. We champion the virtues of duty and piety, and we have a proud military tradition. Our house comes first in all things. I don't understand why Eris seeks outside help.
Huh. So who exactly is Counselor Eris?
Counselor Eris Relith oversees Redderin operations in Balmora and the surrounding countryside. He's very influential, very powerful. Usually, the counselor doesn't allow his passions to get the better of him. But Vea is his daughter, after all.
Okay then, goodbye. You know, it's always so interesting. Is he wearing a pot on his head like Codsworth? Or Caldwell, rather? Whatever the guy's name is? He's running away. It's always so interesting to come back into a game like this after having played through essentially like the original, if you will, without any sort of spoken dialogue and hearing the correct pronunciation of everything. Because obviously I was calling it Balmora earlier, but it's apparently Balmora. Or, however he said it. I don't know. I'm never going to say it right. House Redderin Proclamation. By order of the House Guard and Redderin High Council, the Shulk ore mine is closed and all operations towards reopening the mine has been suspended. Workers should stay away until further notice, and visitors are strongly cautioned to avoid the area on pain of fine or imprisonment. Or both. You know, it kind of depends on our mood. Anyways, this includes you, Crew Chief Houndolf. Note that every effort shall be made to locate the missing mine workers as soon as possible. Alright. But no, I mean, like I said, it's interesting, you know, coming back into this world and hearing, again, like the correct pronunciations and all that kind of stuff for the different, you know, towns and cities and all that kind of stuff. What am I even looking for? Investigate Balazar's tower, or Barizilla's tower? Is that a thing here in the city, or... Yeah, it's got to be that back there. Alright, so we'll go there a little bit later, maybe? Zoom in. Zoom. No? Okay, there you go. I don't see any other markers that are actually in the city, though. That's slightly irritating. Alright. You know, was it this house? I can't remember. No, it wasn't this house. There's a house around this back section that in the core Elder Scrolls game of Morrowind had... I think it was like the very first Fighters Guild quest made you go to that house and clear out the rats or something in the basement. And I can't remember which house it was, but... Oh hey, there's another quest marker down here? Come on, you're not gonna let me jump over it? Okay.
Please, this one needs to get out of here. Those cultists, they're insane.
Alright, but keep your voice down. I'll be ready to leave soon enough. In the meantime, if anyone asks, we're just here to haul cargo.
Alright. What's the happy haps? Ranaku, can I not talk to you? There you go.
What? Who? This one is just here to haul cargo.
Relax, relax. I'm here to help. What was that you said about cultists?
Cultists? This one said nothing about cultists. Perhaps you are thinking of another Khajiit. Look, Renaku just wants to leave all these crazy dark elves behind and find a safer mine to work in. The Shulk ore mine is cursed.
Okay, look. If you tell me about the cultists, I might be able to do something about it.
Really? You? Just leave Renaku out of it. If you want to know what happened so badly, just go out to the Shulk ore mine and see for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do any intimidation or anything like that because I am not a part of the Fighters Guild currently. It's strange that he has a quest marker above his head still. I'm gonna see if maybe, because finish my thought, Ben. That's important. I'm gonna see if the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild are actually still up here, and I might join them both real quick if I can. And there's that. Good to know. This is way different. I'm lost. Ugh. Okay, so that's a main city entrance. Why is it so different? Act as if this is hundreds of years in the past compared to the old game. Okay, abandoned cellar. Alright, so that's not the thing that I thought it was. The... Why can't I think of the word? Smuggler's Den or whatever. I don't know. Alright, hold on, let's see. Mystic, tends all things. I guess there's just not like a Mages and Fighters Guild here? At all? Maybe? I don't know. Let's go up here though. Alright, Balmora Tribunal Temple. This is at least in the same spot. Sort of. More walls, but you know, that's okay. Brr, fine. Alright, going back outside, I guess. Didn't find anything in there, even though I swear... Where is that pointing? Oh, that's probably for going up to Ald'Ruhn. Never mind. Talk to Counselor Aris. Talk to the Barmaid. Let's go talk to the Barmaid.
Take care of yourself, Father. You're always
Perhaps you can aid me. Are you looking for work?
Okay.
I'm in need of a strong set of legs, traveler. And you look like one capable of protecting yourself. Will you aid an old Mer in one last task?
How can I help?
I have an obligation to my family. No, a duty of utmost importance. But I have grown too feeble to fulfill it. If you would take this memory stone to the few places of significance in my life, I will pay you well.
What is a memory stone?
It allows one to archive memories for future generations. I hope to do this for my children, who have grown estranged. Invoke my stone at the locations I've marked on your map, and the memories I wish to archive will manifest.
Alright, I'll use your memory stone as requested.
I thank you for your aid. Fewer than ever are willing to aid their elders in these troubled times. Though I suppose the distance with my children is my fault, not theirs.
Can you tell me more about this memory stone?
It is a rare gem. Once, long ago, Red Guard warriors carried them into battle. One of the most famous was a sword singer in the First Age, Makeleleki. No historians will cherish my thoughts, certainly. And perhaps my children will come to in time.
How did you acquire something like this?
I purchased it from my master, Drennan, a Telvanni mage of middling repute.
Ah.
I have served him for how long? Many, many years. For as long as I can remember. I will serve him until I die, no doubt. But that will not be long now.
So is that one of your children you were arguing with before we spoke?
Ah, yes. Mills. My son has never really forgiven me for never being here for them. He's a stranger in my own home. No. If anything, it's the other way around. Even Neria has grown accustomed to my absence.
You feel Neria resents you too?
Neria less than Mills. But both my children grew up largely on their own. My duties to Master Drennan consumed a great deal of my time. Mills especially grew up with Neria and no one else. He despises me, and I don't blame him.
Why didn't you spend more time with your children?
You'll know soon enough. As will they, I hope. I failed them as a father, but they are safe, aren't they? I kept them safe.
Okay then, so what's gonna happen when I use this memory stone?
I cannot travel with you, but I have attuned this stone to my soul. When you use it at the locations I've marked, it will summon echoes of things that once occurred there. The stone absorbs these echoes, allowing others to view them.
Okay then, well, I will see you later, Gilan Larano.
Alright, now that we've picked up a couple more quests, we were gonna go talk to the barmaid. That's right. Oop, a thing. A thing! Can I... No? You're not gonna let me look at the thing? Alright, that's cool. The Randy Netch Inn.
I love seeing new faces. For a while, it was just the same old miners and the occasional traveling merchant. Thought Carolyn might have to shut this place down. Look at me talking your ears off. What can I get you?
Any idea why visitors have been scarce?
At first, I assumed it was the usual house squabbles. Redrin and Hlalu arguments can get pretty heated. Then I thought maybe the Ashlanders were scaring people off. But after that proclamation... No, I'd rather not talk about that with a stranger.
Okay, maybe if I, paid you for your trouble?
I like the color of your gold, Outlander. Just between us, I heard the House Guard shut down the Shulk ore mine. Something to do with violent cultists who attacked the miners and took over the place. Even got the crew chief, or so I heard.
Interesting. Thank you.
Alright, so now we have to find the crew chief, I guess. I think first we need to find a merchant and sell some of my stuff. Otherwise we're going to be going into a dungeon type of thing with a completely full inventory. That is never a good idea. Alright, innkeeper, can I... There we go. Store. Boom. Repair everything first. Now... okay, you know, I would much rather break a lot of this down since it's not gonna sell for anything. Okay. Well, we'll make sure to go back to Vivec City at another point. We just won't quite go into the dungeon yet. We're gonna maybe do some of these other miscellaneous quests real quick. Whoa. Alright. Just because, you know, we don't want to, like I said, go in there with a full inventory, and I don't want to bore you with fast traveling and all that.
Do you make a habit of randomly accosting people while they fish?
Rude, sir. What were you and your father arguing about?
I don't see how that's any of your business. I've nothing to say to my father or those his Telvanni master employs.
Why am I asking? Your father works with the Telvanni? Oh, it's like he didn't tell me that.
Whatever this is about, it's no concern of mine. My father managed to leave me out of his life. He can leave me out of his problems too. You want to talk? My sister Neria works the stables. She tolerates my father's business better than I do.
Okie doke. Bye-bye.
Alright. Yeah, we're gonna make our way over to the stables real quick then.
Ow! Stupid dog.
What happened? Let me see.
I just tried to pet it. Damn dog bit me.
Leave it alone. There's something strange about that dog.
Alright, well, you know, that's a thing I'm gonna have to look into later, I think. Where did the dog even go? Looks like it went all the way up here. Oh. That was strange. Thar's ancestral tomb plaque. Take rubbing. I don't know what I'm doing. A rubbing containing a clue to help locate the lost library of... Alright. Too bad I can't. Hold on. We're gonna just destroy one of these, because they are useless. Okay. Why? Okay, whatever. Boom. Alright, and now I have an open inventory slot. Alright, there we go. Got it. Now we're going to the stable. Hey, Nira.
Hi, you look like a well-traveled individual. If you're looking to give your mount a well-deserved rest, you've come to the right place. We know how to pamper a Longuebois in Balmora.
Actually, I wanted to speak to you about your father.
My father? Oh no, has he taken a fall? Or did he ask you to do something for him? He's been declining of late, and I'm afraid he's not entirely in his right mind.
Your father is fine, but he had, but he and your brother had an argument.
Oh, Mills. He was so young when Mother passed. I've tried to explain that Father had to work to keep a roof over our heads, but it's been difficult. I raised Mills myself while Father was away, which was often. He's never forgiven Father for that.
Mills said your father worked with the Telvanni, you know, like your dad told me.
Oh yes, Father is well regarded among the Telvanni masters, even though he's never aspired to be one himself. Master Drennan trusts him implicitly, And if you know anything about the Telvanni, that's impressive on its own. They don't trust easily.
So, what type of work does your father do, exactly?
I'm afraid I don't know. All he's been able to tell me is that part of his contract with Master Drennan forbids him from disclosing any of the Master's business, even to his own children. Whatever he's doing, I'm certain it's important.
Alright. How do you feel about your father having to work so often?
I wish he didn't have to work so much. Master Drennan pays well. Sometimes I worry he will work father to death. He's just so tired all the time. Even when he finds time away, Mills refuses to see him, and I know that hurts him dearly.
Do you share your brother's feelings about your father's absence?
I did for a bit, after Mother died. I didn't understand why Father couldn't be with us until I grew up and learned how hard it is to keep a family housed and fed. Now I appreciate all Father's sacrifices for us. I just wish Mills could see it.
Okay. Well, thank you for the information. Goodbye.
Stable master? Yeah.
Golden walls.
Alright. Well, good to know that doesn't carry over. I had always kind of wondered if, you know, all the training that I put into my mount on my main character, if it would carry over to this one, you know, because it's the same mount and everything, but clearly not. So, good to know, I guess. Unfortunate, but, you know, makes sense in a way. Okay. Find the crew chief. You want me to go up there? Alright, well, I don't have... Oh, wow, okay. I don't have any other quest markers super close by. I mean, I obviously have, you know, to talk to Counselor Ayers, but I am pretty much out of time, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this short here. It was wonderful playing through this with you guys again. As always, if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, feel free to drop them below. I do take feedback, so if you want me to do something differently, play a different game, anything like that, feel free to let me know. And I know I said this like 2 times ago, that I would do face cam soon, but that is still soon because right now we are having nearly record-breaking heat in the Seattle area, and I don't really feel like dealing with face cam in all of this heat. So, yeah, that's about it. So I will see you guys next time on Split Couch Games. Goodbye!